Swift. Who hasn't heard of her nowadays? She is a country superstar who crossed over the pop genre and become a household name. Did you know that she was the biggest selling artist in 2008 and 2009, selling over 8 million CDs? Taylor Swift just turned 20 years old and she's already sold over 10 million albums in her career. Today I want to describe for you the rapid rise of Taylor Swift in the music industry. I think I have a lot of knowledge on this topic because I've been a big Taylor Swift fan for the past couple of years and I've even attended one of her concerts. According to CountryMusicTelevision.com, Taylor Swift began going to Nashville, Tennessee at the age of 11, handing out demo CDs to record labels, but she was rejected every time. Finally, RCA Records gave her a development deal for songwriting, but after 2 years, they decided they didn't want to sign her to a record deal because they thought she needed more time. So, at 15, Taylor Swift left one of the biggest record companies and signed with Big Machine Records. It was a risky move, but it paid off. She's now one of the biggest names in the music industry. Taylor Swift has gotten to this point due to her songwriting abilities, being a good role model, and a good performer. First, I want to talk about Taylor Swift's songwriting abilities. Taylor Swift has either written or co-written every single song on her albums. She writes songs about real-life experiences, which makes people feel as though they can relate to her. She writes songs about growing up, experiencing heartbreak, and falling in love. She even includes the boy's name that she likes in her songs, such as the song Teardrops on My Guitar, in which she uses the name Drew. She also says that her songs come straight from her diary entries. She says, "My way of dealing with feelings is writing songs that are very detailed and personal. When people buy my albums, I hope they start to look at them as my diary entries." Her primary focus is writing songs about relationships and love. According to an LA Times article written by Randy Lewis, she stated that relationships are my favorite things to write about because you never run out of material and you can keep coming back to it. No matter how many times you've had your heart broken, you'll come back. It could be years, but you'll be attracted to love again. This makes her songs relatable to not only teenagers, but adults as well. If you've ever had someone break up with you, ever felt out of place, or love to hear love stories, you should take a chance on listening to Taylor Swift. This is the reason why she sold so many albums in the past 2 years. She appeals to every type of mood a person can have. Next, I want to talk about how Taylor Swift has dynamic stage presence when it comes to her tour. I know this because I had the opportunity to attend her concert last year at the Staples Center. She put on a great show. It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. She had wardrobe changes on stage while she was singing, and she would tell you what the song was about right before she performed it. And she even came out to one of the hallway aisles, which you'll see in that picture right there, and she just started singing a song. And when she was done singing the song, she walked down the aisle, she was hugging fans, giving autographs before she went down to this mini stage. And it just showed that she was caring and she was loyal. I've never seen any other musician do that at a concert. And to top it all off, she ended her concert with Singing Under the Rain, which you all are going to see right now. Taylor Swift tickets are in fast demand. She sold out her entire 2010 32 United States headlining tour Fearless in an hour. How did she sell so many tickets so fast? Well, to start off, she's one of the singers who doesn't lip sync. She's real. She sings from her heart, and that's a big reason why people are drawn to her. The third reason why Taylor Swift has risen to fame is that she's the girl next door. Taylor Swift is not the type of girl who wants to go out and party like many other celebrities want to. She's not been caught doing anything illegal, smoking, drinking, or getting into trouble with controversial pictures. She's a breath of fresh air. She's made it to fame by hard work and dedication, not by a scandal. Okay, Taylor Swift quoted that, "Before I make a decision, I stop and think about the 10-year-old girl I saw last night at my concert in the front row. I think about her mom. I think about how they bought my CDs, thinking I'm a good role model. Then I think about how I would feel if I did something to let them down. I can't imagine a greater pain than letting one of those mothers down." She's been able to stand strong and be the same person she was when she first started out, a sweet, loving teenager, always thinking before acting. One mother, Kristen Informative, said that Swift represents everything that we want our young girls to look up to. Her songs are about true relationships, and she sings about them in a way that does not include sexual acts, and she's always dressed very wholesome and classy, unlike a lot of other celebrities. She was even embarrassed by Kanye West at the 2009 MTV Music Awards as his favorite female artist. She handled herself with dignity and class, which gained her a lot of attention. People like an underdog and the good girl persona that she puts on. In conclusion, Taylor Swift has won countless awards this year. She has won 4 Grammy Awards, including the biggest honors, Album of the Year. She's also won 5 Country Music Awards, including Entertainer of the Year, in which she was the youngest to do so. She's also won countless other awards this year. Out of 86 nominations, she's won 59 awards since she started her music career. She's also nominated for 5 more awards at the Academy of Country Music in April. She's continuing to set the music world on fire with her 6-time platinum album, Fearless. Taylor Swift has become a sensational superstar, and if she continues to write amazing songs, perform great at her concerts, and maintain her good role model image, she'll continue to do great things in her career. Thank you for your time today, and I'd like to thank you all for not interrupting me like Kanye West did to Taylor Swift at the MTV Awards.
So Anthony, what'd you think?
I thought it was really good. She had like all the information that she needed, that she stated in the beginning. I liked how she shared her experience. Her voice was good with the projection. She kind of talked a little bit too fast, but it was good. Like, you were confident. I liked how she described the history and her rise to stardom and the struggle that she went through with the record companies, and I liked her ending. It was pretty good. Overall, it was a really good job.
Okay. I'd give you a lot of consensus on most of those things. I thought you had a nice statement, a series of rhetorical questions, and some statistics to get the audience's attention. Your topic's very clear. You've got a very clear statement of what your thesis is. The preview, I thought, needed to be highlighted a little bit more. You were covering a lot of material right before it, and then when you got to what amounts to the preview, I wasn't sure that that's exactly what the structure was going to be. Once you started giving the speech, the first point was that first point in the preview, so I knew, okay, that was in fact the preview, so maybe there's a better way of highlighting that. You did a very good job providing citations for your supporting material. You had some good examples that you illustrated. The personal story, I think, is good at developing some interest. Plus, you've got some other incidents that you can refer to, the quotes from the moms and the other fans. I thought that was pretty effective. I'd have to agree, though, it does seem to me like you were racing a little bit to the end of the speech. I'm not sure if that's just anxiety or your natural enthusiasm that's coming across there, but you need to pace yourself a little bit more, and I think that we'd get a chance to enjoy it more if you did that. The visuals were pretty well integrated into the speech. I thought you used just enough of the clip to show us what you were talking about in the performance, and then you moved on to the next thing that you were talking about, and I liked the exit line a lot. I thought that was kind of fun. All right, thank you.